Alrighty then, so the boat's back in the shed here to do some work on it like I talked about earlier. I did want to show one thing here before I got too far along. Was I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to put this put a fair lead somewhere where I could run the main sheet through it and have a little bit better control over the main sheet. And I thought about putting it right down on the floor, down on the bottom, but then I didn't want to put the holes in the bottom of the boat. So now I think I want to mount it right around in here in the center, and have the main sheet come down through that, and I think that'll be good. So now I just need to find a spot to mount it here, and so I decided I want to put a block of wood between the end of the dagger board case and here to bring the fair lead out, to flush with the back end of the seat. So wanted a pretty hefty piece of wood, and got me to thinking of what I could use. And so I've got this block of wood here that I've started working on. And this is actually, I don't know if some of you may know Acorn to Arabella, a YouTube channel, and the story of that. But anyways, at one point they had offered to sell some offcuts of wood and different pieces of the build process, and I went ahead and snagged one, and I got sent this. I think this is a piece of oak. I'm not really too positive about it, but it was a rough piece that I've gone ahead and milled down to here. And this will be the block that I'll mount this fair lead on. So I've got it cut down right now so that it fits in here pretty good, and then this fair lead will go in here somewhere. And I'll put I'm gonna probably put pocket screw holes on the sides and the bottom, and then probably epoxy it in place. I think I'll probably coat it with epoxy first, but I still need to do some trimming up on this. I want to cut it down a little bit, probably take off the corners pretty good, and then shape it and smooth it out, and before we get that installed. So I got that going on. I think I've got a solution for the oars. I've got these 5-piece oars here that fit in this little bag. So this I can put this bag anywhere, and it'll probably it should do good for keeping the oars out of the way. Alrighty then, so let's see what I've got here so far. It's kind of hard to see out here on my goofy camera. My other one broke, so sorry about the noise and the sound. But anyway, so let's get through this. We've got I've put a tiller tamer on here, and it's just got these guys here, these jam cleats here, with a rope going up to it, and then it's got this tensioner here where you can put it somewhere and then tighten it down, and it doesn't really move. So I think that'll be a big help. If anything, it provides a little bit more resistance. You can kind of dial in the resistance a little bit, especially when I found when I was tacking, the rudder would go way over here, and I'd try to bring it back, and then it would keep going back over that way. So hopefully that's a little bit of a help. You can see here the block I put in right here, and the fair lead. So now I've got the main sheet coming down through that, so I'll be able to control the main sheet from a common point here, and hopefully that'll give me a little bit better, at least consistent control on it, and I get used to it a little bit better. The other thing I did is I went ahead and changed the downhaul for the main boom, so I've got a pulley here and up to a up to a loop here, So now I've got a little bit better control on the whole mast downhaul, and I looped it back up so that it comes up through the boom and then back down and then over. So got that. I did get the tacks put in the sail, so there's the reefing points. So I got the reefing points put in the sail there and there. I had this one on the back end put up 6 inches higher in relative to the sail to see if when we do reef it in, if we can get it fairly straight. I don't have the battens in there now, that's why it's kind of flapping around. And I did put the hardware on here and I did try it out, but I've still got a problem with the darn these parrels holding the mainsail on onto the mast here. So I've got to figure out something else for that, because when I've got it in the down position, this is really tight, but then when it starts coming up like this, for some reason the sail gets closer and now it's loose. So without that downhaul on it, it'll be pretty loose, and then when I go to put the reef on and I'm pulling down on that spot there down to here and out, I'm pulling the boom off of here, so I got to redo that somehow. And probably the same thing for the one at the top. I got to figure out these parrels that hold these guys on the mast. I got to figure out something better for that. Also, I put the cleats in underneath here, so I've got 3 here. So if somebody is with me, then they can pull the main and the jib and everything, and they've got a place to tie it off. And then I did the same thing on the back here for back here, and this makes me feel a lot better too than just relying on the jam cleats. Now I've got regular cleats that I can tie off to, so I don't have to worry about something coming down when it's not supposed to. So I think we're pretty good. We're set up. We'll be doing another trip out on the water here pretty soon, and we'll take you along for that. Alright then, I'm back out on the water and ready to give this a shot. I did use my new oars. I still need to figure out something, way to clamp them down. The oar locks I got are just a little bit too big, so I still need to figure out a way, probably silicone tape or something to get me situated there. But anyways, it's got a little bit of a breeze. I don't have much time out here today because it's going to storm a little bit later. But let me get you set up and see if we can do just a little bit of sailing. The yard, I went ahead and just used a regular square knot to tie that orange rope on, and then the boom, I've got a soft shackle, that orange soft shackle at the bottom of the boom, there, to hold that on. So that worked a little bit better when I tried it out while the boat was up on the trailer. So anyways, I'm gonna try raising the jib first and see how we do with that for a little bit, and then get the main raised and see how we go along. Don't see any dolphins out here yet. That's a shame. Alright then, one of the things that's hopefully making a difference here is the ribbons that I put up on the stays, so you can at least see if the wind's blowing and kind of try to steer to the wind a little bit more. But I was just waiting for traffic to go through, and now I think it's time to try to raise the main here. Wind's pretty light, we'll just do a jibe here. Pretty good. And do the downhaul. Straighten out this guy a little bit. do the downhaul now that I got this middle one there. I pull down on the boom a little bit. Get a pretty nice solid downhaul there. There's the dolphins. Let's see if they want to say hi today. Hey there, dolphins. What you guys up to today? Oh, you're way over there, huh? I think they're avoiding me. Not too bad. I'm pretty happy. Those, it seems pretty simple, but those little ribbons there up on the stays are actually probably about one of the most useful things I've done so far. Just so I can see which direction the wind's coming from. Other than that, I think we're doing pretty good. Didn't want to stay out here too long. There's storms going to be coming in today. Just wanted to get out here and test a few things. Still got a little bit of work to do on the oars to get those a little bit better, but overall not too bad. So I think I'll go ahead and see if I can turn around and head in and get loaded back up and get the boat cleaned up and put away before the storms come. Alright, sorry for the wind noise, but I wanted to go ahead and get this captured while I got it going. You probably got to stand back quite a ways here too. So you can see that's the position I'm thinking for the reef. I've got the boom way up high because if I don't, then the yard doesn't pull all the way to the top and it leans in, and then you get that a really big crease right there where you can kind of see one starting now. But I think that's better than when I had it down low. There was a pretty big crease there, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, I'll make sure that I can do it either way, and maybe if the wind's blowing strong enough, then the only thing I can do is keep it low. But we'll play it by ear. But at least I got a way to put in a reef now, so I think that's fine. I could just I got way too much reef line, so I need to clean that up, make that the right length. Probably need to clean up these other lines here too, and get the right length on all these so I don't have too much excess sitting around here. The other thing I did is for these 5-piece paddles, I got these paddle grips off of Amazon, and this gives me something to put the oar locks, tighten the oar locks down on. So hopefully this will solve my oar issue. And these oars were pretty handy to be able to just take into a couple pieces, and then they fit right up here in the front. Bounce around a little bit, but not too bad. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that. So I think tomorrow will I'll probably try to get out again, seeing how the weather's going to go. But we're going to finish up this episode here. All right, then. So come a long ways. It's been took me over a year to build this boat. I was going to do a pretty detailed review of the whole thing at the end, but I just don't want to even think about some of the issues and problems I have. The only thing I will say is if I knew then what I knew now, I would never buy a Passagemaker CLC boat, especially the take apart version. I'd have to really think about it if I was ever going to buy another CLC boat. The manual stinks. That manual is absolutely the worst thing in the world. I can't even begin to explain how many problems there are with that manual. And then the overall, some of the other design things that they do just don't make sense for what you're paying for. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say about it. So I'm gonna finish this this video up here, and this is also my last video. Most of you know I'm retired now, and doing these videos, while kind of fun and it keeps me kind of honest, it's still work that I don't really need to do anymore. So this will be my last video, I think. I don't have anything else I wanted to share on this project, I don't think. The only thing I will leave that as a caveat is that if somebody has a Passagemaker dinghy out there and they've put a 9.9 horsepower motor, or know somebody that's put a 9.9 horsepower motor in, let me know how it does. I'm really interested to see if this thing will plane with like something like a 9.9 on it, if it'll get up on a plane and boogie along. But and maybe I'll do a short video if I ever do that, just because I think it needs to be known what this does with a higher than rated motor on it. So anyways, that's like I said, other than that, this will be it for the videos. It's been a good run. Like I say, thanks to all my longtime supporters out there and all the people that have joined just for watching this video, or the videos. Really helped. Some of the encouragement and ideas and comments really kept me going there for a couple times. So I want to say thanks for that. And for the last time, everyone take care and be good.